Alrighty, everybody, what's going on? Happy Thursday. Today is January 2nd. It's 3 o'clock p.m. I'm your host, Hunter, and welcome to another episode of the Best Self Academy podcast. So, if it's your first time listening, I normally don't have these headphones on, but I'm giving them a try today. Make sure it sounds the best it can possibly sound. I kind of feel like I sound like a a DJ or something, but we'll see how it sounds in the end. But this is a podcast where we focus on being the best version of yourself every single day. And we focus on self-improvement, mindset, health, fitness, entrepreneurship, relationships, leadership, really anything to do with being the best version of yourself. Now, today I will be making this podcast alone, be doing it solo. It'll be a short one. We also have other episodes where I have a co-host named Jamal. As you guys know, he's the man. Sometimes me and him just hop on and we do an episode. Or the third part of it is we'll invite a special guest. We'll interview them. We'll go back and forth. So today is going to be me doing a shorter episode. I'm going to be talking about self-improvement and mindset. But first of all, everybody, I hope you have set New Year's goals. You know that you're excited, you're already hitting your goals. Hopefully, you're already sticking to them. It's the second day of the year. Another thing I wanted to do was share some of my goals, and yeah, I want to share some of my goals and the things that I'm going towards. But let's get right into the self-improvement and mindset portion of this. So, today's episode is going to be about, meeting your best version of yourself and really finding out who that best version is, meeting them. So, meeting your best version. So, I feel like 5 steps to this I'm going to be going over today. And the first one is something that you need to know to really meet that best version of yourself is that it's a continuum. So number one, it's a continuum. Continuous actions are things that you're going to have to do on a daily basis, simple ones to move you closer to being that best version of yourself. And it really obviously depends on what area of life that you're going for, but it's just continuous, simple changes, continuous, simple actions or habits. So that's how you know that being the best version of yourself is a continuum. It's those things that maybe won't make a big splash, but those small little ripples will, add up and really with time change the trajectory of your life. And number two is quietness. What I mean by that is you have to realize that those quiet actions, the ones that don't seem important that you have to make, they end up being the most important and the most impactful decisions and actions that you do take that will lead you to have more success, to let you have, remarkable results. And the third thing is going to be a mild stretch. You really have to stretch out of your comfort zone to be that best version of yourself. You have to do stuff that's, beyond that you're familiar with, whether it's if you're quiet, it's networking with one more person, overcoming your shyness, your timidness. If it's with health, it's, stretching out your comfort zone, having a little bit of discipline, cutting down on those cravings, eating a healthier snack, replacing an old snack with something, or if it's even healing an injury, maybe you need to get a little bit more comfortable, stretch yourself with icing your body, icing your injury, getting in the ice bath, whatever it may be. And I feel like the fourth thing is you have to have the mentality of a big swing. Like picture a baseball player taking a big old swing, trying to hit a home run. Like you have to be willing to take that big swing. You have to be willing to take a big risk, that leap of faith, whether it's, I don't know, career change, investing into something or like relocating, you have to be willing to take that big swing. I know we talked about quiet, small, simple actions, but at the same time, you got to want it, you got to be aggressive with this becoming, the best version of yourself. And I feel like the fifth thing is just going to be meeting your best version of yourself, and which it all circles back to this. Asking yourself, what does the best version, what does being the best version of yourself mean to you? And if we can relate it to all those other steps, it's, what does that best version look like? What do you have to do in a continuum system to be that best version of yourself? What quiet things do you need to do? What habits you need to start? What do you need to do to stretch out of your comfort zone? What big swing or risk do you need to take this year to be in that best version of yourself? So those are the five things I wanted to go over with everybody today, in terms of being that best version of yourself. There all those steps are very important, and I hope that you can apply them to move you a little bit closer to being that best version of yourself. And I love this drink. It's from South America. It's mate, yerba. But I also wanted to get up on here, kind of talk, about some of the goals that I'm trying to do. Today's January 2nd. It's the second day of the year, and I'm attempting to do 75 hard to start the year off, in the healthiest and most disciplined way. I love the 75 hard challenge. If you don't know what it is, it's drinking a gallon of water every day, doing a 45-minute outdoor workout, doing a 45-minute indoor workout, and creating your own diet and sticking to that diet no matter what for 75 days. No cheat meals. If you have a cookie, you have to restart. And it's also taking a progress picture at the end of each day, like a selfie in the mirror. And if you miss a day, you have to restart with any of those things, just so that you can, track your progress. And yeah, it's kind of what we just talked about. It's a bunch of small things that will, if you keep doing them, add up to helping you be the best version of yourself. And yeah, yesterday was the first day. It was great. It felt good to get, back on track. I love the challenge. Yeah, but had to stay up a little later drinking, the gallon of water because I procrastinated a little. I'm trying to gain some muscle, go from 215 pounds to 225 pounds as a single digit of body fat. So in order to do that, with the macros and everything, I should be eating about 4,000 calories a day. So that's what I'm trying to do, eat 4,000 calories a day, do those workouts, and I'm trying to lift a little bit heavier as well, really trying to focus on doing reps and sets of like 4 to 6, sometimes three, sometimes two, but do a warm-up set and then do the next 2 to 4 sets heavier with everything that I do. And yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I was able to set a lot of my goals yesterday. And I had this idea this year to focus on setting my goals, as a 75-day span throughout the year. And if you do that, that's five, 5 times 75 is basically a year. So instead of just, because a lot changes during the year, so I wanted to break it up and do the year into 5 sections, 75 days of goals and everything. And I'm not going to share everything I'm, going for, but that's one of the things that, I'm trying to do. And it's a continuum, being that best version of yourself. It's an everyday continuous thing full of actions. And I just want to, invite everybody. The call to action with every single episode is going to be for today. Meet that best version of yourself. Be introduced to that best version of yourself. Ask yourself, what continuous things do I need to do every single day that by the end of the year, will truly help me move forward to that best version of myself? And think of the risks, those big swings that you have to take. Think of the how you can stretch yourself a little bit more, a mild stretch out of that comfort zone. Think of those quiet things that you have to do. We need to be in a quiet atmosphere sometimes, in our room, at our desk, alone, reading. Oh, also for 75 hard, it's reading 10 pages a day of a self-improvement book. Forgot to say that about the challenge. But anyway, apply those five things. Sit with yourself in quietness, get your notebook, your Google Doc, just write. Set a timer for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, and just write what comes to your mind. And start the year off by, introducing yourself to that best version, how that person acts, how they walk, how they talk, how they think. the things that they need to do on a daily basis. But everybody, appreciate you giving it a listen today. I hope you finish off this week strong. Today's Thursday. I appreciate everybody listening to episode 25 today. I hope you can be the best versions of yourselves. Do something today that will just move you a little bit closer to that best version. And have a good rest of your Thursday.